everybody, I am Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I just want to say happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, okay? So today I would like to give you guys some job hunting tips. So it's the top of the new year and I know a lot of you guys are probably looking for new jobs, new employment opportunities, and I'm always on TikTok and I keep hearing people are sending out hundreds of resumes and are not getting any calls back. Now, personally, me, I am a technical writer, aka business writer. I am great at writing resumes, and if I send out 5 resumes, I'm definitely getting 4 calls back, if not 5. Not to brag or anything like that, but I do think that I could offer you guys some tips if you are having trouble in the job hunting market to just help you out a bit. So first things first, it is 2024 and we no longer have to have an objective or a summary at the top of our resumes. So we can 86 the objective and the summary on our resumes. So number 2, I know that Canva has a lot of templates for resumes and a lot of them do include adding your photo. Do not add your photo to your resumes. You do not need your photo on your resumes. So we can also 86 the photos on our resumes. It's unnecessary, you don't need it. And a lot of our resumes go through a filtering system, and because you do have a photo, that may be something that's interfering with your resume, you know, depending on like what it's standing for and the coding, and you have a photo. Like, just leave the photo out. Number 3, we can all delete our graduation date, because I feel like when some employers see your graduation date, they see that you don't have much experience, and that can deter them from calling you back if you are basically a new graduate. So we no longer need our graduation dates on our resumes. So I only say that because I was perusing around on job boards recently, maybe about a few weeks ago, and I saw one position in my field, and I'm like, great, this would be right up my alley. I'm going to apply for this position, and the requirements basically said that you needed a bachelor's degree plus 25 years of experience. Mind you, even if I would have went into my field straight after college, after receiving my bachelor's degree, I am technically not old enough to have a bachelor's degree plus 25 years of experience. So I'm thinking, like, are they trying to eliminate certain generations from working at their companies, particularly millennials and Gen Zers? Because they do say that Gen Zers are the hardest to work with. But in my opinion, that was just a way to eliminate millennials and Gen Zs from even applying for the job, which I should have anyway. Next time I will do so. Number 4, we want to save our resumes as a PDF file. So when we are typing our resumes, we may be using Microsoft Word 2019 or Microsoft Word 2023, or we might be using Pages on a MacBook. And when you save your resume, it's gonna look fine when you save it. However, when you upload that resume or you go to email it, when that person opens up your resume on their computer, it may just be out of order. The dates may not be lined up right. And so I feel like when you save it as a PDF file and that person on it receiving end opens your resume, it's exactly how you typed it on your computer, no matter which year of Microsoft Word you use, or if you use Pages on the MacBook. So that's just my number 1 tip. Just try to always save it as a PDF file. Also, I just want to say that if you have been sending out your resumes religiously, like weekly, week by week, it's been months, 6 months, and you have not heard anything back from not one employer, not one, I would suggest getting your resume professionally looked at and perhaps edited. And I know if you're looking for a job, you may not have much money to spend on, you know, getting your resume looked at and professionally edited, but I would say that the average cost to getting your resume professionally looked at and edited should be around $25. So if you go on Fiverr.com, you will most likely be able to find an editor who would be able to, you know, look at your resume and edit it according to what would be best for you. Also, number 6, cover letters is a big thing. Now, some employers do require cover letters, and I'm going to be honest, if I'm in the mood, I might type up a cover letter, but if I'm not, I just will not submit a cover letter. So if you're someone who does not want to submit a cover letter, that's your prerogative. I would still submit the application with my resume, because you just never know. You just never know. All right, number 7, once you get that call back for an interview, always go on like Glassdoor.com, Indeed.com, and look at those employee reviews, because you don't want to go from one job that you hate to another job that you're going to hate even more. So always look at the employee reviews. I recently applied for a job. I got to the second round of interviews, and then I checked Glassdoor. People really had positive things to say about the employer, like working at the company. However, the health insurance was like $500 per person, almost $1,100 if you had a family. Now I pay for myself, and my son is also on my health insurance. So although working in this new position I would be making more money, it would be pointless if that money is just going to go to the health insurance. I may as well just stay at my current position, which I'm totally fine with. I really like my job. I like the people that I work with. However, I do know that I can make more money at other companies. So I'm always perusing the job boards, because you just never know. And I'm not going to pass up an opportunity, and neither should you. So lastly, you're going to show up to your interview on time. Make sure that you are on time. Do not leave any room for error. If you know that the local highways in your area are always backed up, make sure you leave the house earlier, because there's nothing like actually getting the interview. However, you're not considered for the position because you showed up to the interview late. And then when you show up, you want to show up dressed to impress. Go to an interview, you need to look business casual, like especially if you're trying to get a big girl or a big boy job, okay? But that's just a given. Also, if your interview is remote, like via Zoom, make sure that you check the time zones of that interview, because it will be sad if your interview is for 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and however you're logging in at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are 3 hours late. So always check the time zones. So I forget what number I am on, but try to refrain from having 2 pages of your resume. Try to put it on 1 page. If your resume is a little longer, make it like legal. You can change the page layout to legal, which is I believe 8 by 14. Legal, I know, is what will give your page, will give you a longer resume so that it stays on 1 page. Also, keep your experience to 10 years and under. The employer does not care about anything past 10 years. So those are my tips for job hunting. I hope that this helps someone out. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for kicking it with me today, and I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Toodles!